Hey guys, it's Lils here, and welcome back to my Let's Play in my wonderful world. But before we get on to that, if it's your first time here and you want to be entertained from my gaming videos, then make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to possibly be the first viewer of one of my upcoming videos. Now let's just jump straight into it. So here we are guys, back in my wonderful world, and today I'm going to start off the episode by not saying that the sun is rising up in the sky like usual, because it's quite high up in the sky now and it's not properly just like rising really now. So we're going to move on from that part, and I'm going to go straight on to some things that you can see in the distance in front of me from my balcony. So as you can see, there's been quite a few changes if you haven't noticed already, or if you haven't been too observant. But yes, there's been a few pathways I've been making, and there'll be more explained later, but it's of course because it's episode 20, which means I'm a fifth on my way to get into 100 episodes, which might not sound very exciting. It's not like getting 100 subscribers, but it's still quite nice. So we're 1/5 on our way to getting that, since a fifth of 100 is 20. So yeah, that's how I know that. So yeah, we have some pathways because we're going to start building outside now, because we're pretty much done with the house if I'm honest. And also over there in the distance, if you can see carefully, there's also some mountains that I've chiseled out. And if you don't remember how they looked before, I'm going to put an image on the screen right now so you can see how the mountains looked before and how it is now, as you can see on the screen. So the reason I decided to chisel this out is because I thought it will give a bit more an open environment to build in, and just make it more open so we can fit more buildings together, and the pathways don't get too complicated going around a lot of mountains. So I tried to make it more flat. I still might change it, remove the stones so it's dirt. Tell me what you guys think about that part. And yeah, I just thought it would be nice to have a nice clean landscape in front of me, and not like sort of a mountain that sort of cuts up the rest of the area. So yeah, that's the reason why I've done that, and I hope you do like it. So now I've showed you everything that we've done out of episodes, we're going to hop downstairs because that's where we're going to do our first project for today. And it's not really a big thing, it's just a little bit of editing that I want to do to the house, and that will involve us going outside quickly and coming to one side of the house just so I can show you what I'm talking about. So I think we're going to quickly cross the river, yep, and hop up this hill so I can give you a good look of it. So as you can see over here, all of my windows are outlined with some birch wood, and I've just realised I have left out some windows that don't have birch wood, as you can see right in front of me. So I feel like we should make it match with the rest of the house, so we should be putting some birch around it as well, and I haven't noticed that until now, so I think now is the perfect time to do it, just so it doesn't get too fussy later. So I think that's the bathroom window that we need to add birch around, but I'm not going to be piling up outside the house and putting birch in it. I think it'll be easier if we do go to the inside and do it that way. And I do think that's not the only window that does need birch around. I think there's still the 2 guest rooms on the other side, which I'm not going to show you because it's pretty much the same thing, just windows without birch. So we're going to fill them in as well, so they're all nice and matching with the house. So this is the window I was talking about with no birch around it. So I guess we're going to use our tools, so we can break this oak around like so. And I don't think we're gonna break the spruce up here because there's like, I like to add like a strip of spruce around my house just so I can make it more decorative and not all oak. That's also another reason why I add the birch around the windows, and I think destroying it will sort of ruin the pattern. So instead of outlining my windows fully and all around at the top, I think I'm just gonna do the 2 sides. So that will involve me in breaking the other side as well, and we're gonna fill them in with birch. So I do have some birch wood over here, which I am going to need to turn into some birch wood planks, obviously, like the rest of the house. So we're going to do that on either side, like so, and I think that's done. So now that we've done this window, we're going to hop over to my 2 guest rooms, so we can also fix the windows over there, because yeah, they also don't have a birch outline. So we're also going to do it on the sides because, like I said, we're not going to be removing the spruce, so I can keep along with the strip of spruce spruce around my house, and so it doesn't interfere much with the birch. So now we're going to go and put the birch on the sides like I did in my bathroom, and we're going to do it next door as well because I have 2 guest rooms. And now we're going to hop over to this one, which is the blue one. So I'm going to break both sides over here like so, and we're going to fill it in with birch. And after this, we're going to move straight to our next project, which is actually going to be a proper build. It's not really going to be editing tiny bits of the house. And for this project, we're going to be helping downstairs and into my living room. So yeah, as you can see, this is my living room, and I think we built it about episode 6. I'm not exactly too sure, but that is what I think. So I've never really liked this living room since I've built it. I feel like I could do much better now, and that is with most of my builds, but I feel like this is one that's really bugging me, and it's especially this quarter of the room here. So I thought, why not change it up and give it a little bit of a makeover? So I think we can keep this fire over here going, and this little wooden sofa, I don't know why I made it out of wood, and this TV. So yeah, I think we could change this corner up a bit because you see like this little carpet's a bit dull and it's not too interesting. So I think we can make it much better, guys, by adding in a fish tank. And the reason I decided to add a fish tank in here is because I thought we can implement a bit of the aquatic update into my world, and not just say, oh, there's been a new aquatic update, that's cool. Let's actually do something out of it and make it worth it. So I was thinking, why not make a fish tank and put fish in it, since we can actually find living fish in the water and not just fishing and getting almost pretend fish, as they never used to swim in the water. So as well as breaking this carpet like I just done over here, we're also going to break over the shelf like so. Sorry, shelf. Yes. And we're also going to break this painting over here, as well as this crafting table, and there's not really a point of putting the carpet back, as we are going to be building a fish tank here, and we're going to change the floor up a bit as well. So this fish tank is going to be 4 blocks away from this wooden thing I've made over here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we're going to build it over here, and we're going to be using normal glass for this and not glass panes, because if we do use glass panes, then the fish can actually sort of go into the half block, and they can actually die for that reason. So that wouldn't be very good, and I'll keep on losing fish. So here we're going to go along 8 blocks like so, which will mean we're going to go over another 3 blocks back in width, and then we're going to break all of this carpet in here and the wall underneath, because we're going to be replacing it with some sand and gravel, so that it actually feels like home for these fishies, because we are basically keeping them in captivity, and yeah, we should probably make them feel like home so they can feel a tiny bit better. So we're going to be using sand and gravel, since in rivers and oceans you pretty much find these things now. So I think I'm sort of going to like improvise this bit here. So I think I'm just going to fill this all in sand, and maybe in this corner just like add a little towel of gravel. And is that fine? I think that could do actually. So yeah, yeah, you could just add a bit of sand and gravel in here. So now we're just going to build this up another 2 blocks so the water doesn't spill out, obviously, and so it looks more like a fish tank, to be honest. So that's 1 block high and 1 more block, and then we're just going to add a ring of spruce on top, just like I like to do with my house, basically. You need the strip of spruce I'm going to add another spruce ring here to sort of carry it along. So we're going to have to make some spruce wood planks over here, and afterwards we're going to fill in everything with water and then add in our fish. So here we're going to put our spruce along like so, and we're going to leave 1 block on top so it doesn't look too weird and doesn't actually go all the way up, because I think that would look a tiny bit weird. So yeah, now we're actually going to put in the water, and to make this more efficient, I have 2 buckets of water so I can make an unlimited water source, and I've also got some dirt. So I can put 1 layer of dirt right over here, and on top I can just add some water, and then when I break the dirt underneath, it will all fill in just fine. So this is the layer where I'm going to put the dirt on, and I can pretty much just make an unlimited water source over here, and it just suddenly got dark because the torch did just break. But no worries, I will brighten up the area in just a minute. So let's just make this all flat. And there we go. So now we filled up all the water in here and we made it all leveled and flat. We're going to put some glowstone over here instead of a torch, because I was actually going to put glowstone here anyways. So we're just going to go all along this line like so, and fill up either side, and just leave sort of a gap in the middle, because that's how most fish tanks are, and I'm not too sure why. Probably when they feed the fish in reality, but in Minecraft I don't think that's actually a thing yet. So I'm just going to leave it like that and a bit open at the top, like most fish tanks in reality are. This is just more of a life-size fish tank, I guess. So now we're going to need to go and put our fish in. So I've already got 2 fish for starters. This is a bucket of fish and a bucket of grey white stripy. No clue why they called it like that. And I'm just going to quickly break this glowstone so I can actually put in these fish. So I think actually we should break the dirt underneath as well, if I was smart enough. And maybe if we use our shovel it'll be a bit quicker. Yep. So I'm just going to break all of this dirt underneath, and I should have done that first before the glowstone. So this is a bit awkward right now, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to jump in right now. And I'm just gonna try and break all of this dirt like so. So it actually spreads out like I said. There we go. And now I think we should place our fish in. So here's our bucket of grey white stripy, which is a really small fish, and I think these are called tropical fish. And here it is, and that is not a grey white stripy. That looks more like some pink fish. That's not stripy, I'm not sure what you would call that. So yeah, we got a tiny fish in there, and I also got a puffer fish, and these do poison you, which is why I did get it beforehand and before the episode did start, so I didn't get poison in the video, and hopefully it doesn't lead to death in just a video where I'm just trying to show you how to build cool things. So I'm just going to quickly put this puffer fish in, and hopefully it doesn't poison me. Yeah, I think we're good. And yeah, I'm just going to put the glowstone. Actually, no, I'm not going to put the glowstone in just yet, because I think we can get more fish than this. So yeah, here's our fish tank so far. It looks quite good. And I also think we should get some seagrass, which is why we're going to quickly hop over to our local river right here outside our house. And where is the sun? Okay, we can quickly get some seagrass using our shears, and if we can find any, and we can also maybe get some more fish. So I think there are still like fishes like salmon and cod, and there's some more like tropical fish I think. So we're gonna have to look around. Okay, there's a whole load of cod. Wasn't as hard as I thought. So if I can get one here, maybe not. Maybe I'm not the best at this job right now. I think you hold down them to get the fish. So if I can over here, it's not working out right now. Can I get this fish? Oh, there we go. So I've got one salmon, I think it is. I think these are cod, but I just need to get my bubbles back so I can actually breathe. And there we go. So I'm going to try to get this cod over here. Perfect. Oh no, I just slipped out. Oh no, I should be more careful. Okay, there we go. And maybe we should get one more cod. I think maybe a tropical fish. You're quite tiny, but you're quite colourful. So you'll make our fish tank more colourful, which is always a nice thing. So maybe if we can find any tropical fish. There seems to be a lot of salmon, I see. Oh, there we go. There's one tropical fish over here, which seems to be orangey. And I'm drowning. Oh no, that's a puffer fish. See, these puffer fish are the little yellow things that puff up. Basically, like pufferfish usually do in this new update. So it's this yellow stuff, and it does poison you. Oh no. Yeah, when it puffs up, that's when it tries to poison you. So is there any tropical fish? I do first need some water so I can actually get it in my bucket. And I'm so sorry, little fishy. I did just hit you there. So, oh, here it is. So tropical fish is right over here. If I can get it. Okay. This is really tiny, so this might not work out.
12 seconds later.
So, there we go. Perfect. That was a bit hard. More challenging than I thought, but at least we got them now, so we can quickly head back. And actually, no, we haven't actually got our seagrass. And I don't think I can actually find any here. We're going to put our last few fishies in, like so. And then I think we can close up this fish tank, and actually no, we're going to have to put in our seagrass as well, So let's put in our cod, there we go, our orange silver sunstreak, really interesting names here, and our salmon, and do I think that's enough fish? There's an alright amount, but I actually think like there could be more. I think there should be more bigger fish. So maybe I'm just going to quickly cut ahead in the video and get a few more fish so it doesn't take up too much time. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay then guys, so I have got a few more fish here, just 3, but I think that'll be quite about enough. So we're going to put 2 salmons in here and 1 bucket of cod, and I do think that pretty much finishes off our fish tank, as long as we just put in some seagrass. I nearly forgot, and I should have probably done this before I put in the fish, since there is a puffer fish and it's quite deadly as it can poison you. So I'm just going to try and put in some seagrass like this. I might just have to break some of this so I can move along a bit, because I don't want to fall in there and the puffer fish is going to end up getting me, and I'm very sorry there, little salmon. Wow, it's grown. Isn't that massive? Whoa, that salmon looks absolutely massive. Does it not? It might just be me, actually. I think that's enough fish now anyways. So, yeah, I do need to climb up there once again. So, I'm going to have to get my dirt and climb up quickly. And then I can quickly just put a bit more seagrass in, just to make it feel more like home. Because the more it feels like home, the better it is for them. So, maybe a bit over here and 1 over there, and I think that's enough. So now we're going to put in our remaining glowstone, and I think there's 1 more bit of glowstone. Yeah, I should just quickly make this and spruce in as well, like so. So now we're pretty much done with the fish tank, I do think. So we're going to quickly break all this dirt with my shovel. And I think we can also change up the carpet a little bit around here. So here's like the final look of the fish tank. Wow, my glowstone dust in there. That's really annoying. Hopefully it despawns quite soon. But yeah, that's pretty much the final look of the fish tank. And I hope you guys like it. So the last thing we're going to do, and here, just change the carpet around a bit. So for this, we're going to need our original grey carpet, light grey carpet, and white. And we're just going to add a strip of dark grey carpet over here, like so. And on this side, leaving a 2-block gap in between. And then in here, we're just going to do a pattern of light grey and white going in a stripes this way, like so. And it's just decorates the floor a bit more and makes it quite cool, I would say. And then over here, we're just going to draw a little bit of a line. So I'm just going to do a line over here. And actually, I think we should make this one longer so it does line up more, sorry. And yep, I'm just going to put some white there. And then I'm just going to put the dark grey over here like so. And then after 3 blocks away from this cobblestone bit over here, we're going to add some dark grey carpet, another line, because I think we could decorate a bit around here too. So we're going to do a checkered light grey and white pattern over here, because I think it quite fits in with the fire. I'm not too sure why. I mean, it might just be me, I'm not too sure, but I think it does look quite good, and it is quite fitting for some weird reason. So I'm just going to fill it all in, like so, and I do think it looks much better than before. Tell me what you guys think of this in the comments below, because I personally think that this looks much better than the way the living room was before. But of course guys, feel free to leave your opinions down below of what you think of this new living room. And now we're going to move on to one more thing we're going to do today, which is going to be done outside here. So we're going to hop over here across our new pathway that I've made. And the reason I've made this pathway spruce and oak is because my house is sort of spruce and oak. As you can see over here, we have like the spruce strip going across the top, and we have oak, so I thought it would be more fitting. And I did try different designs and doing birch and oak and stuff, and I feel like this is the best design, so it's why I did use spruce and oak. So over here, as you can see, we sort of have like a pathway. And then if you want to get along to continue going along the pathway, you sort of have to go in the water and then continue. And that's a bit awkward. So that obviously means that we're going to need to make a bridge over here. So it's the last thing that we're going to do today, and hopefully we can do it in time. So I'm just going to munch on a little bit of bread, and I'm probably just going to quickly cut ahead in the video until it's back today, because I don't want to run back to the house since I just came out here. And then we're going to get straight to building our bridge. So I'll be back in a set. Okay then guys, so it's now morning once again. So now we're going to go back to building our bridge and make a start with it. So we're going to need oak wood and spruce wood with this, so we can fit our style, as we're going to be using a lot of spruce and oak, as you can see from my pathway, and sort of my house has quite a bit of spruce and oak. So I thought, why not continue that with the bridge, so it's quite fitting and looks quite good together. So out of this spruce and oak, we're going to start off with making a few planks, and we're going to make some stairs of both types. So we're going to need to get a crafting table, which we do have after destroying the crafting table in our living room, which is quite handy. So I'm just going to place it down here, and now we're going to make some stairs of both types. So we're going to need some oak wood stairs and some spruce, like so, and then we're just going to put them in our inventory and get started. So spruce, and then we're going to do upside down, like so. I'm just going to go up 3 blocks high, and I do believe it is 3 blocks high, I am pretty certain. And we're going to do behind, so, and we're going to do it on the other side afterwards. But first of all, we do need to do this side, of course, and then we can replicate it on the other side. So, there we go. So, 1, 2, it does look a bit weird here, but we are going to fix that later. So 1, 2, and then we're going to put an upside down spruce stair on the bottom one. And then we're going to go up 1, 2 again. So 1 spruce at the bottom. Oh no, that's 8. So spruce at the bottom. And then 1, 2 again. And I'm just going to quickly check that this is right. And yes, it is. And we're going to quickly do the same thing on the other side. So 1, 2, and then, okay, I have my spruce over here. So 1, 2, and then upside down.
1, 2, upside down. Oh no, I did the same mistake. Upside down on this block, and then 1, 2, like so.
So that's pretty much it over here. And now in this over here, we're actually going to add some oak fences. So I'm going to have to quickly make them using a crafting table, obviously. And we're just going to make a pretty reasonable amount for now, like so. And I'm going to grab them and just build them across here, going along. Like this. And it might look a bit weird right now, but trust me guys, it will look a lot better when we actually build the whole thing. So we're going to do that on both sides, obviously, so it's symmetrical. Like so, and I do think we go up 1 more with the stairs. If I just quickly check, yeah, so we do go up 1 more quickly with the stairs. So I'm just going to do 1 more layer, like this, and we'll grab our spruce, and we'll do the underneath of that later. So now over here, we're just going to continue going across, and over here, we're going to have to go across 7 blocks. So 1, 2, and I'm going to start doing both sides at the same time. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm just going to quickly do this over here. And then it should line... Oh, okay, that was a sudden drop there. Why can't I move? Okay, that was a bit weird. So we're going to quickly come up here, and hello Mr. Cow, how are you doing? And yeah, let me quickly break this. I don't know how that happened. I think I was crouching and probably let go. So yeah, and now we're going to quickly do the stairs over here as well. So like I said, we're going to do it on this side as well. So actually, let me just quickly do the upside down bit over here, like I said I would do. And then now let's quickly hop over here and do the same. So I think I'm just going to quickly cut ahead in the video so we don't be taking up too much time doing the same thing. So I'll be back in a second, guys. So as you guys can see, I have now completed the other side of the bridge. So now it looks more even and it's starting to take shape. So of course now we need to complete the final bit, which is over here, so we can actually get across properly. Because I mean, we could go across this way, but that'll be kind of dumb because this is all going to be oak fence later on. And why did I I just do that? That was really weird. I just changed it to stripped wood. Anyways, yeah. So now we're going to continue going along here with our checkered pattern. And yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. And after that, we're just going to add in our oak fence and perhaps add a few torches around the place. And then we're pretty much done, I think. So we just need to quickly finish all of this checkered part over here, and then we can get on to doing the oak fence part. So there we go. So now we can actually safely get across now, as long as we add our oak fences, which I've already got here. So we're just going to add them either side, and then we're pretty much done with the bridge, I do think. And actually, I just reminded myself, we also have to add a few spruce slabs underneath, just to add the tiny detail and to make it look even more cool. So we're going to, okay, my inventory seems to be full, so I'm just going to throw away this orange tulip because it's not very important to me right now. And yeah, we're gonna make some slabs so they can go underneath, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So see, the bridge looks alright, and it actually looks like a bridge now, but I think just to make it look better, we can just add a few slabs here underneath. And then if I quickly step back and break this with my axe, and I don't know why there's mind. So if I quickly step back here, it actually looks like a proper bridge, and this is how it's actually going to look like at the end. So I do think it looks quite cool, if I say so myself. So I'm just going to complete the slab part on the other side as well, so it's even, of course. And you can see what I was talking about underneath, about putting the stairs upside down, and it just looks much better, really. So I'm just going to quickly put these slabs while I'm in water, which is a bit of a challenge, but at least I've just done it now. And I think we're basically done with the bridge and our two projects today. So today we've done the birch outline of the remaining windows, which I never got to do, and then we did the fish tank and did sort of a little makeover in our living room, and we've done our bridge. And the final thing to do is just add a bit of torches so it looks more bright at night time. So I do have some torches on me right here, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to put them, but I'm probably just going to put one here and one over here, like so. And the sun is setting, which is the perfect time so we can see the torches at night, as long as we can finish them. And do I think that's enough? I think the torches are like that fine for now. And also we can use our oak fences. As the sun is setting, we're going to quickly do that. So we're not going to do it over here, but when it's actually the place where it's actually going to be more dark. So I'd say perhaps over here. So I'm just going to put the oak fences. You can also use spruce. I just use an oak because I have more of it in my inventory, I do think. So yeah, we're going to do that. And I'm not sure the spacing. Perhaps 8 blocks maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in between. So it's going to be on the 9th block. And I think it's going to be quite even then. So this is what I'm trying to say over here. And then so now we've done these 2 sets of torches, and for the next one, I'm not sure if I'm going to go 9 around here or on the inside, but I think probably just like this. So from the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that looks pretty much okay. So we're going to add the torches on either side. We're going to continue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a bit awkward there. So perhaps I'm just going to put it over here and add torches, and I think I just have to do about 2 more and we're done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're doing it on the 9th one. There we go. And see, it's much more lit up and it looks much nicer. And I really think it does add quite a lot of detail, just really like that, to the pathways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think the rest will just stay. So that's pretty much it for today's episode. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.